Good afternoon, students. Today we're going to look at solving equations with variables on both sides. And we're also going to solve equations containing grouping symbols. So those are our two objectives. So if we're to solve 3x plus 2 equals 4x minus 1, if you notice there's a variable on this side and there's a variable on this side. So our goal is to get both of the variables on the same side. So you need to get the variables on one side of the equation. It doesn't matter which variable you move. Try to keep the one. Try to move the one that will keep it positive. So try to keep the smaller number. So if we look at the example, first we're going to draw our river. Then, because the 3 is smaller than the 4, we're going to subtract 3x from both sides. That's going to cancel it over here. It's going to cancel it right here. And we're left with 2 equals 4x minus 3x gives me x minus 1. Then, now we're trying to get x by itself. So we're going to try to get this x by itself. So now we're going to move the 1 to the other side by adding 1 to both sides. And so our answer is 3 equals x. And then we check our answer. We plug 3 back into x and make sure both of the equations equal. 9 plus 2 is 11. Which equals 12 minus 1 is 11. Since both sides equal, that means that is the answer to my equation. Okay. Now let's look at this one. We have 8y minus 9 equals negative 3y plus 2. So we have this y and we have this y. So if you notice, they're on two different sides of the equal sign. Okay, so if we draw our river, they're on two different sides of our river. So we need to move one of the y's over. Well, let's move the negative 3y because it's the smallest number. So we're going to move it by adding 3y to both sides. And when we do that, these cancel out. And we are left with 11y minus 9 equals 2. Now, we're trying to move everything away from the y. So, the first thing we're going to do is add 9 to both sides. That's going to cancel this out. And that will bring down 11y equals 11. And then we're going to divide by 11 on both sides. That's going to cancel the 11s out on this side. Right here. And so we're left with y equals 1. Now, make sure that you understand 11 divided by 11 is 1 and not 0. Okay? So 11 divided by 11 is 1. And then you would check your answer by substituting 1 back into y. Okay. Here's the next one. So our first step is going to be to draw our river. Then we are going to distribute the 7 to both terms. So we're going to distribute the 7. And it's going to give us negative 7x. And then this is negative 7 times negative 3 gives us a positive 21 equals negative 7. Then we're going to try to get everything away from x, so we're going to subtract 21 from both sides. That is going to cancel this out. And we're left with negative 7x equals negative 28. Then we're going to divide both sides by negative 7. That's going to cancel that out. And we're left with x equals 4. So now we go back and check our answer. We would plug 4 back in. 4 minus 3 is 1. Negative 7 times 1 is negative 7. So that is our answer.
Are we just going to need an Abel's?
Now is what I want you to do is I want you to try one on your own. So I want you to try this one. And my answer is negative 3. So if I was to work this one out, I would have 3 minus 4x equals 18 plus x. So I would draw my river. Now, this negative 4x, because it's negative, it's my smallest one, so I'm going to move that one over. So it would be a positive 4x and a positive 4x. This cancels out, and I'm left with 3 equals 18. Now, remember, there's a 1 right here in front of this x, so it's 1x plus 4x, which gives me 5x. Then I'm going to subtract 18 from both sides. And 3 minus 18 is negative 15 equals 5x. Then I'm going to divide by 5 because my goal is to get x by itself. And so negative 15 divided by 5 is negative 3 equals x. Okay. So now try this one on your own. So I'm going to give you a little bit of time. Pause it, try it, and see what answer you come up with. Okay, so let's see what the answer is. The answer is negative 14. Good job. So let's look on to another example. Now, if you notice, I'm going to draw my river. But now if you look over here, you notice that the x's are on the same side. So my variables are on the same side. So all I'm going to do is combine my like terms. Since they are on the same side, you're not going to do the opposite. So you have 7x minus 3x, which is going to give you 4x. Now, get x by itself, so we're going to divide by 4 on both sides. This is going to cancel out, and I'm left with 1 equals x. Again, 4 divided by 4 is 1, not 0. So then we would check our answer. Okay, let's go to the next one. Now, this is a special case problem. If I solve this, the first thing I'm going to do is draw my river, like I always do. Then, I'm going to move my x. So we're going to subtract 2x from both sides. And if you notice, 2x minus 2x cancels over here, and 2x minus 2x cancels over here. So when my variables cancel out, I'm left with 5 equals negative 3. Since they do not equal, because 5 does not equal negative 3, you have no solution. So anytime you cancel your variables out, like we did on the 2, we canceled those out. Hold on one second. So I cancel these out. They're gone, and this is gone. My x's are gone. Okay? I cancel them out. I was left with 5 equals negative 3. Since that will never be true, it's no solution. Now here's special case number 2. I'm first going to draw my river. Then I'm going to distribute my 3. Okay, make sure that you distribute to both. And when I do that, I get 3x plus 3, and then bring everything else down. Negative 5 equals 3x minus 2. Now again, we're going to combine our like terms. So right here, this was a like term, and this was a like term, so I combined those. and got negative 2. Then I'm going to subtract 3x from both sides. Again, when I did this, this canceled and this canceled over here as well. So both of my x's canceled out. So when I simplify, I get negative 2 equals negative 2. That always is true. So my answer is infinitely many solutions. Okay? So if they cancel out and they always equal, it's infinite solutions. If they cancel and do not equal, it's no solutions. Make sure that you understand that. Now you try one. So try this one for a second and see what you get. So pause the video. Okay, so my answer is infinite solutions. Good job. Because if I solve this, if I draw my river and I minus 12x from both sides, this is going to cancel, and this will cancel, leaving with me with negative 3 equals negative 3. Since they equal, it is infinitely many solutions. Infinite many means they equal. No solutions means they do not equal. Okay, let's try one more. This is a challenging one. Let's see if you can do it. So pause the video, try this one out, and see if you can get an answer. Good job. The answer is negative 8. Awesome job. So the first thing you should have done was distribute. And that would have gave you negative 8x minus 8. And then you should distribute a 3 over here, which would be plus 3x minus 6 equals negative 3x plus 2. Sorry about the handwriting. Okay, draw my river. Now I'm going to combine my like terms. Over here I have negative 8x and a positive 3x. So that is going to give me a negative 5x. And then my other ones is negative 8x minus 6x, which is going to give me a negative 14 equals negative 3x plus 2. Now, we're going to move the 5x over because it's the smallest number because it's negative 5. Remember, this is going to cancel. I'm left with negative 14 equals 2x plus 2. Then I'm going to subtract 2 from both sides. And I have negative 16 equals 2x. Divide by 2, divide by 2, and x equals negative 8. Okay, awesome job. Okay, good job. Make sure that you taken notes over this video. If you didn't, you need to go watch it again and take notes. If you do not have your notes when you come in tomorrow, you will be doing a different activity, not the same activity everyone else is doing. Have a great evening. Adios.